Today, I'm going to talk to you about crocheting two different pieces of crochet work together. I have several different example pieces of crochet work, and we're going to crochet them together because working through two different pieces of crochet at the same time can be a little confusing for folks, especially the first couple of times you do it. So I'm going to use these as my active working yarn pieces, and these as the pieces that I'm crocheting in to attach. I have a piece of flat work here, and I have a piece that is single crochet 6 in a magic circle, increases 6 times, and then single crochet 12 around for the third row. This could be a long limb. It would attach the same way. This could be just one row of crochet work, and you could attach it that way, like an impkin belly. There's all different ways to attach two pieces of crochet work together. For the most part, my patterns, they ask that you crochet as normal into the piece you're working. And for me, since I'm right-handed, that means inserting your hook from the outside of the work to the inside of the work. The inside of the work is the wrong side, the inside. The starting yarn tail is here. And then complete your stitch as normal, and that's how you would work into this row alone. But to incorporate a second piece of crochet work, I'm going to hold that piece against the next available stitch, and I'm going to insert my hook from the inside of the work to the outside of the work, wrong side on the piece that I'm adding, and then I'm going to insert my hook as normal into the next available stitch, and I'm going to yarn over, pull up, yarn over, and pull through both stitches. That completes a single crochet through both pieces of crochet work. They're attached now. They're attached between them. They're attached from the inside, but they are attached. So in this row, you're going to be working inside out on the piece you're attaching, right side out as normal on the piece you're attaching it to, and crochet those single crochets to attach that piece of crochet work. Now I've used 3 stitches on the 12 of this little nub that I'm adding. So there are 9 stitches remaining unworked. And in the next row, when I crochet into here, I would probably ignore these 3 stitches and single crochet around the leftover unworked stitches on this. So it's like you're 3D printing. You've attached it on one level, and on the next level, we're going to crochet around the outer edge, and that will fully incorporate it into this crochet work and make sure that all of those stitches become part of the next available row and part of the shaping of the crochet work. So I'm going to show you how to do that with this. We're going to work all the way around. And then I'm going to slip stitch and chain 1. And then I'm going to work into these first 2 stitches before the stitch that we first used to attach this white piece of crochet work to the yellow. And so now instead of working into that next available stitch, I'm going to work into the first available unworked stitch on this white piece of crochet work. And I'm going to work as normal, inserting my hook from the outside to the inside. We're no longer working inside out. We're working as normal around the unworked stitches on that white piece. We're going to ignore those 3 stitches we'd used in the previous row to connect the white to the yellow. And now we're just working on the outer edge of the crochet work all the way around. We're also going to be careful not to work into the slip stitch chain 1 join space on any crochet work that we're attaching. Usually I'll point that out to you in a pattern, or I'll have you skip it by including that slip stitch chain 1 join seam right next to or in amongst the stitches that you use to attach it. But right now I left it out here on the side so that I could show you we're not going to crochet into that slip stitch chain 1 join space. We're only going to crochet into real stitches that were counted in the row. So I'm going to skip over that join seam, and I'm going to pull that yarn tail on the inside of the work so that it's not visible on the outside of the work. And I'm just going to continue into the yellow stitches, skipping those 3 that were used to attach this, and go into the next available stitch. This is a technique that I use throughout my patterns. There's a lot of different ways to add limbs or noses or extra things to crochet work, and that's a big one. starting out by adding a three-dimensional object, using a couple of stitches to tack it to the active working piece of crochet work that you're making, and work across those stitches, just a couple of stitches to attach it. And then on the next row, you skip those stitches and work into the unworked available stitches on the piece you just attached. So that's one way to crochet two pieces of crochet work together. Another way to crochet two pieces of crochet work together is if you're just attaching something flat like this to either a round piece or a flat piece, either way. And to do that, you're going to do something very similar. I'm going to work the first 3 stitches in this row to give us a little room away from the slip stitch chain 1 join space. And then I'm going to single crochet into this and the red at the same time. So I'm going to place the green against the red, and I'm going to insert my hook into the next available stitch through both pieces. I inserted it first through the flat work and then through the crochet work that I'm working in the round. I'm going to yarn over, pull that up, yarn over, and pull that through both loops, completing a single crochet through both pieces of crochet work. They're now attached. No sewing necessary. I'm going to repeat that across the entire piece of flat work, not making any mistakes as I go, she says out loud. And that is 7 single crochet stitches along the edge of that flat work. That attaches this whole piece of crochet without sewing to the red. And now we have this flap. That might be used for wings. It might be used for ears. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can do by crocheting to attach and working through 2 pieces at the same time. It's very, very helpful. You can also fold the open end of your crochet work in such a way that you can work through 2 sides of your 3-dimensional crochet work at the same time by inserting your hook into the next available stitch as normal, and then inserting your hook into the indicated stitch on the other side of the work. You can yarn over, pull up, and complete a stitch through both sides at the same time. You can do that several times, and that can close up one whole folded edge of your crochet work. So now we have more of a pinched shape here, and the opening is reduced by about half. So that's useful for a whole number of techniques as well, and is like working through 2 separate pieces of crochet work, but I was working through 2 different stitches on the same piece of crochet work. So again, there's a lot of flexibility in the different types of stitches and techniques you can use to crochet to attach 2 different pieces together. That's something that I use throughout my patterns and books, and I hope that helps.